Jeanne Marie Laskas is with us now. And Jeanne Marie, what I think is so interesting about the doctor himself is that he didn't even care about football.
No, he didn't even know about football when he first started diagnosing this in football player brains. He did not know the sport. He did not know who this guy Mike Webster was. He was a Pittsburgh Steeler. He didn't even understand what he was. He knew brains. He knew the science. When he discovered this disease, he thought he would help the NFL. But, you know, he was an immigrant from Nigeria. He was new to this country.
He had 8 degrees?
Yes. Mm-hmm. He was highly educated. He came to America to be the best version of himself and began studying and working in a morgue as doing autopsies and also researching the brains that he would autopsy.
And your book, Concussion, goes through the NFL's response and the effort to counteract this research. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like things have changed from the NFL, either how it operates or how it's viewing concussions because of what he brought to light?
I do not. I think there's been a lot of rhetoric that promises, but I go back to, you know, what was the rhetoric of the tobacco industry when we were finding out that cigarettes were bad for us? The tobacco industry didn't want that to be true. So would we trust their science? You know, I don't know why we're all kind of giving this over to the NFL to trust the science that they're paying for. I mean, I have nothing against them, but no, I don't think that they're doing a much.
I guess the better question might be, given, I mean, the NFL has made rule changes, mm-hmm. and certainly helmet-to-helmet hits are banned now, but can you make the NFL and football concussion safe when it is a contact sport and people tackle with their shoulders and thus their head and neck?
Mm-hmm. The issue really is not so much the concussion, which is the big hit that maybe you would see on TV that looks so dramatic and exciting. The issue really are the subconcussive hits, which is the lineman on every play, boom, 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 with the skull rattling back and forth, with the brain rattling back and forth in the skull. How you can stop the brain from moving, a helmet can't do that. Impact, you can hit the AstroTurf, you can hit whatever you want to hit, it's impact, and it's baked into the game. So the question is, how can we take the head out of the game?
Can you?
Yeah, I suppose you could. Play a slightly different game, flag football, I don't know, but I mean...
But would people want to watch that?
Well, that's the thing. That's why I think we're complicit in this. I just think we, as fans, I just think we need to know what it is we're looking at. And the message is not penetrating, and hasn't been for since 1992 or something, when it was 1992, the Wall Street Journal called this the silent epidemic. It's still silent, let me tell you, and when we know so much more about the science. But we as fans don't even understand it. So maybe if we understood it, we'd say, wait a second, do I even want to watch that? Do I want to like put all my, fan money into this game? I don't know. I don't feel I can anymore, as much as I love the game. As much as I was a Steeler fan.
Are you still a fan of football?
I can't watch it.
You can't?
I mean, it's not so much it maybe is slightly a moral position, but not really. It's more like, it's distasteful. Like, I can't watch cockfighting either. I feel sorry for the chickens.
We need to bring in a statement from the NFL because they've had issues with concussions, including in a game this week where a quarterback stayed in after suffering a concussion. The NFL tells us we welcome any conversation about player health and safety. The NFL has made numerous changes to the game to enhance player health and safety. Real quick, do you believe what the NFL is saying? I
don't think they're lying, and I think they're trying, and I think they're doing what they can to save an industry that's a $10 billion industry. It's a problem. I think they need to get out of the science business. I think they need to let the scientists do the science. And we need to listen to the scientists, like Bennett, and the story that we told of him, who came into this completely without an agenda. You couldn't have less of an agenda than Bennett had. So let's listen to these guys, who are coming into it pure. That's who I think we should listen to, not necessarily the NFL, which... I understand they have to protect their brand.
All right, well, people can read the book starting today. Jeanne Marie, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.